children, maybe. We'll get into it in the second half of the show. But for now, let's talk about what we've been doing, what we've been watching, what we've been reading. And I like to start because I have something very interesting. And before I get into this, I want to ask you guys, and please raise a hand as it applies. Have you all watched the original? Thanks, Clay. Glad to see your hand is working.
Well, we're all old on this side, so who knows what's working and what isn't.
What have you guys seen the original Gladiator?
Yes.
Yeah.
Many times.
Great.
I like how he also said, "Raise your hands," and none of us did.
Yeah, I know.
You can't follow instructions. That's how he's
Obviously not. Clay raises his hand before he's even prompted to do so.
And then you were like, "Who's seen it?" We're like, "Yes, we have."
Remember, Danny tells us, "All right, everyone pick one thing," and we all pick like 8.
Yeah. Bring a list of 5 movies. Well, here's 7 things.
Yeah, exactly.
But let me explain.
So this weekend, or yesterday actually, not even 24 hours ago, I went to watch Gladiator 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Excellent. I was hoping that would be the subtitle.
I'm very curious about this.
Yeah, me too.
But that's why first I want to get your thoughts on the first Gladiator. So the original Gladiator was like my favorite movie until The Dark Knight came out.
Oh wow, okay.
So that was a long time. That was like a span of maybe 8 years or so. So yeah, what's you guys' history with Gladiator? We can start with Clay since he gave me a thumbs up.
It is the best Joaquin Phoenix role ever, and I'm going to put that above Joker because he is a better villain and comes across like it's mean to be mean. I mean, he's just there to like he's like, I got all the power, I can do whatever the fuck I want, I'm gonna fuck all y'all up. Like it's just, and it's a guy who's non-deserving. That's the other thing. He plays it so well, and and you just follow Russell Crowe through all the bad, hoping for the payoff. Like it's really an incredible film. It's probably the best Russell Crowe film.
Oh, better than the Pope's Exorcist, eh? All right.
Hadn't seen that one, so
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yep, I'm going to put it above Love and Thunder. It's a tough move, but
he gets to wear a skirt again, so that's nice. All right, Josh, how about you? Where are you on Gladiator as the professor in the group?
Well, I saw it in the theater actually when it came out, and I really liked it. And then for a class I taught at excuse me, UNT, that was designed by a professor there. One of the assignments actually was they had to watch Gladiator, so I watched it a bunch because I had to watch it for this class. I really like it. It's a great movie. It's well made. It's well shot. It's semi-historically accurate. I'm really the word semi is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
It's doing a lot of heavy lifting because whenever I talk about it with Mark, he's like he loves that time period of history. So like he's very accurate. He's like, this is wrong. He hates the movie just based on how historically inaccurate it is.
Right.
And it disregards the story completely.
But what is kind of cool about it is, and this again I think goes to Phoenix's performance, is hang on, quick sidebar. In that period of time, his father, Marcus Aurelius, was the last of this reign of what we call the good emperors. And they were good because they weren't picking blood relations. They were picking the most qualified person to succeed them. And you had just a whole like series of like 5 or 6 emperors who were all really good, really proficient, really smart, still brutal, but you know. And Marcus Aurelius fucked it all up by choosing his son, Commodus, to be his successor. So now when you go in and watch that movie, you're like, oh yeah, no wonder this was a terrible idea, right? So, but anyway.
I mean, according to the movie, he picked Maximus.
Well, yes, I know, and that's where I believe a lot of the historical inaccuracy comes in, because I do not believe
that's where Mark loses
his father. So.
That's where the movie loses Mark.
Yeah.
Or is it from the beginning, where like that wheel was not invented until 50 years. Okay. Jeff, where are you at with Gladiator?
I mean, it's no Robin Hood, but it's pretty good.
You
as
mean
far
no
as
Robin
Russell
Hood
Crowe.
men in tights?
Yeah, Robin Hood. Yeah, I'm not even talking about the Russell Crowe Robin Hood. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Oh God, that's right. He did one too.
Yeah. I really like it. So it's interesting because for me it falls in like it's kind of the I don't even know if this is accurate, but for me in my head it falls in between like Braveheart and Troy as far as like
Yeah.
Braveheart is like the original like historical bloody gory epic kind of thing. And then this kind of follows in that footsteps. But then Troy is a little overblown for me. Like it's too big, you know? It almost delves into like MCU territory by how big it is, kind of, sort of.
Which is funny because they made Troy more realistic by removing all the god aspect of it from the area, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, because they yeah. But I really enjoyed it. I think it's really definitely. I think when I saw it when it first came out, I was like, good movie. But for me, it's kind of grown like better over the test of time, kind of with that. So yeah, I enjoy it.
Well, I mean, and look, I'm not gonna put people in a box, but this feels like we have kind of a new Barbenheimer thing happening semi-organically because we have Gladiator 2 and Wicked coming out the same weekend, and I'm like, I'm gonna go watch both, but I'm gonna go watch the one for the boys first, right?
Wicked.
I don't know. I didn't care anything about Wicked until I started seeing like the marketing and how excited people were. I've never. I mean, I kind of know the story of whatever, but it looks good. People are loving it, so like I'm very excited to go check it out.
I've been like walking around my house all week going, whoa, whoa, like everything.
I actually keep
open the fridge.
Popular. I keep thinking about but I had to go watch Gladiator first. I mean, like that was just. I feel like a lot of people that are going to the first few screenings of Wicked are very excited and big fans. And if they start singing, I don't want to.
A lot of singing in the theaters.
I will say, if you want to sing, they're gonna be sing along versions to Wicked, so maybe save it for that. I want to hear Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo sing. No offense to your singing talents. But
I've heard they've been doing that because people are breaking out into singing at every screening, and they're like, no, look, you need to go see this one. All right, like some people don't want you to sing.
Well, and I thought it was weird when somebody started singing. What is it? The other song? What is the song at the end? Defy Gravity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Okay.
At the end of Gladiator 2. So
what? Nice.
I was just kidding.
I'm on board.
But it feels like I don't know if you guys went to the movies when the Beyonce concert was out or the Taylor Swift concert was in theaters. You could hear the concert in whatever screen you were on because it was playing next to it. But all right, Gladiator 2. No spoilers or anything. I really enjoyed the movie.
But is it worth having a sequel of a movie that in no way needs a sequel? Or even deals with those characters?
But how many forced sequels have we gotten?
Yeah, true.
Well, I do hear it. It is. I mean, there is a reason for its sequelness. Like some of those characters from the.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Yeah.
There's everything. I feel kind of fits into the story. I myself don't think it diminishes anything about the first film. I think it's very well done. Denzel was cooking. Like, I mean, we talked a little bit about Denzel last weekend. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's as good as the original one, but that's a really high bar. But the fact that Ridley Scott came back almost 24 years later and said, "Let's do it again, baby."
You mean the studio said we've got enough money, we could get Ridley Scott back.
We can get you Denzel. Oh, okay. Well,
Marvel's got Denzel money now, so I'm excited for that.
I know. I'm excited for that too. But yeah, so yeah, I highly recommend it, and I'll do a full review on the channel later on.
I hear there are sharks in this one.
There are no tornadoes though, just sharks.
No tornadoes, but
that's
sharks.
not historically accurate. There should be sharknadoes.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen from the trailers. I didn't know you could flood the Colosseum.
Yes, that actually happened. Actually,
which is like the Romans were on some other bullshit when it came to like just engineering and stuff, right?
Yep, and spectacle.
Although I will say, thinking about everything, I feel like a lot of the Roman accomplishments came from the people that they just acquired into their empire, right? So maybe it wasn't all. Yeah. So saying the quiet part out loud here on this show.
Whoa.
You mean if people look into the history of NASA, they would find out we acquired some people, and that's how we built our space program?
Yeah.
Arnim Zola is an astronaut, or
acquired people, or did we sneak them out of their previous regime?
You know.